So on this 1992 Honda, this is one I did, a long time ago. And it came back, and of course I had UV dye in it, and we found the leaks. And where we found the leaks, that came in a few years later. You can see the slight discoloration right here. And you can see a little bit of dust buildup, a little oil buildup and dust. You can see the oil accumulation and dust built up here and over here on this side. Now this is really common. These tubes with the refrigerant are made out of aluminum. This piece of metal that clamps on here is made out of steel. You have two different types of metal, and they clamp over and they touch. And this one actually looks like it has, does it have the rubber in it? No, this one doesn't have the rubber. This is the original early. And the metal here touches the aluminum tube, and it stays wet, and road salts build up, and it usually will get a little leak right on the face of one of these tubes where it touches the metal that is pressing up against it, because these are just U-bends that come around here. It goes over, it bends around, and it comes back, and where they touch, that's where they usually develop their leaks at. This was really common in their early years when they had this design. They always leak right here. And as you can see, you can actually see the oil in there, and you can see the UV dye. This one was in a rusty place. Bolts were breaking off. As he was taking it apart, bolts were breaking off. So they had to drill out some bolts, and they have to do some rust repair on this one. They're going to replace the receiver dryer. That's the original receiver dryer down there. And so he has a brand new receiver dryer to replace in its place. And that will go into that right there. I'm probably not going to be around when they call. I'm going to be busy because this one got thrown on the back burner, I guess, because it has rust repair to do on broken bolts as they're taking it apart. And so there's more important jobs to do than a rust bucket. And so what I did was I'm leaving on one of my vacuum pumps, and I just simply hooked it up to one port. That's it. And his instructions are, when he's finished connecting and replacing the O-rings here, he'll get disconnected, he'll put that in. All the technician has to do is plug in my vacuum pump and give me a call, and I either show up in a few hours the day he calls me, or I show up the next day. The longer it stays on the vacuum pump, the cleaner, drier the system will be. So you can never over vacuum. You can leave a vacuum pump on 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, whatever you want to do. And I always tell a do-it-yourself person to do that. Leave it on 24 hours. And it's better for the customer's vehicle. So I'll see you guys back on this vehicle after they complete this. Probably won't be today. Probably be tomorrow. All right, see you guys.